One guy, he can shoot. The other guy, not so much.
Where we gonna go to celebrate? Thinking Club Shay Shay.
Club Shay Shay.
Club Shay Shay, yep.
Get that stuff out of here.
And although they're very different in many ways, most importantly, they're brothers for life. And they always gonna have something to say.
That's exactly what you're gonna respect. You gonna end up like Russell Westbrook. You gonna be just out.
There we go. Welcome back. This is I Got Something to Say, home of the unmitigated God. I'm your host, Quentin Q. Smith, along with my partner, Alan A.J. Ward. We have with us two guests from the Cleveland, Ohio, and Lorain, Ohio area. You got Mercedes Jones, and then you got Jacob down here. How y'all doing today?
I'm doing well.
I'm doing good.
Good. I wasn't gonna try to butcher Jacob's last name, so I just called him Jacob. All right. So here's what we got going right now. This is an introduction to a new segment we're going to call NFL Spotlight. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk today first about our hometown team, the Cleveland Browns, what we like, what we dislike, predictions for this upcoming 2020 NFL season. Alan, the floor is yours. What do you expect out of the Browns, and how far are they going to go?
They're going to go... I was about to be disrespectful, but let me be serious.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it all depends on Baker. If Baker can have a bounce back season. I feel like the Browns. They're obviously they got playoff talent. Obviously, that's not even up for debate. So if Baker can bounce back, I give him 9-7, 10-6. Playoff team, wild card.
Wild card playoff team. That's interesting. I got something to say about that. Mercedes, go ahead.
Just kind of same thing Alan said, but I have to be a little less unbiased about it. But worst case scenario, what's the name? Case Keenum starts, and that worked out fine in Minnesota. So, or at least for a year anyway. So I think we'd still make the playoffs whether it's him or Baker. But I'd much prefer it to be Baker. So 9-7, 10-6. Okay. Unless the Ravens have a hot mess happen, that's about it.
Which is not gonna happen. But okay, so we got a couple of 9-7/10-6s. Okay, I like where this is going. I got something to say in a minute. But Jacob, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get in there. What you expect from our hometown Browns?
Case Keenum's not playing this year. Case Keenum's not playing this year. Baker's got.
I had to say that to be nice, man. I had to say it to be nice.
I'm gonna let him speak his piece because I got something to say about that. Go ahead, speak your piece.
Yeah, with his O-line built up this year, he's got Stefanski. He's set to succeed with Case Keenum coaching him. He's got all the weapons. I'm gonna go 9-7. I'm the biggest Browns fan. I want to say higher than that, but 9-7. We're looking at wild card because the Ravens are gonna be tough to beat.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I also have them in the wild card. Let me tell y'all what I think is going to happen. I think Baker is going to fall flat on his face the first 3 games, then Mr. Case Keenum. I'm telling you right now, if the Browns want to make the playoffs, Case Keenum needs to be starting by week 4. Let me give y'all some interesting facts here. This was talked about just a little bit. Jose, let me speak my piece. This was talked about a little bit on, with the Marcellus Wiley and Emmanuel Acho on Speak for Yourself. Completion percentage. Guess who has the better one? That'd be Case Keenum, 62% to 61. Time out. So last season, Jose, time out. Last season, Baker Mayfield threw 4 more touchdowns than Case Keenum did. Case Keenum also only played in 8 games because he got injured. And wow, would you look at that? Baker Mayfield threw 7 more interceptions. Interesting. But, it's not a fair fight because, like I said, Mr. Case Keenum didn't play all season. So let's go back to –
Well, he played in 8 more games, so you kind of just killed your own point. So.
Yeah, a little bit.
But listen. So here's what I'm saying. So let's check this out. Baker Mayfield went, 6-10 this past season. Let's look at Case Keenum's last 6-10 season. Let's compare them head up. Y'all really want to go there, or should I call? Okay, let's go there. Okay. Baker Mayfield's completion percentage this past season was 59%. Last time Case Keenum was on a team that went 6-10, he was at 62%, with more tubs and less interceptions. Case Keenum's best season came under who? Stefanski as his quarterback coach. The familiarity is there. Case Keenum went 11-3 with Stefanski as his quarterback coach. He threw 67% that year, had over 3,500 yards with a QBR of 74 average for the season, quarterback rating 98.3.
It only makes sense then that Baker would have an amazing season.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't understand why it wouldn't be so hard for him to do well.
Okay, based off what, it's interesting that you brought that up. Let me just dig a little deeper into that Minnesota season. Because you look at talent. Now, Baker's had some talent, on his side these past couple of years. He's won 6 games both seasons. He's got this talent. He hasn't done too much with it. Let me ask y'all a question.
You going to ignore the fact that one of those had Hugh Jackson? Or?
That's fine. You can blame it on Hugh if you want to. That's a cop-out. But let me ask you a question. Who would you rather have as your starting running back? Would you rather have Nick Chubb or Latavius Murray?
Nick Chubb.
Kind
of obvious.
Right. Rather have Nick Chubb. Okay. Would you rather have OBJ or Stephon as your next? OBJ. Okay.
Toss up, but
either one is not a bad option. But I'm gonna be biased and say OBJ.
I say OBJ is probably a little more, more talented. A
little bit.
So you're telling me Baker Mayfield has been working with more and doing less. See, in 2017 when Case Keenum went 11-3, those were his top 2 options. Believe it or not, Thielen was actually the 4th option as far as generating, yards in offense numerically. So you put Case Keenum in this situation under
you just a Case Keenum love train right now. Hold on.
Right. Oh, I'm telling you, Case Keenum is going to be the Browns. Alan, go ahead.
No, I mean, look, Case Keenum can't be a starter in this league, but I mean, like Jacob and Mercedes said, the fact that Kevin Stefanski is obviously good with quarterbacks, due to his success with Case Keenum. I mean, Baker's probably going to do better this year. I mean, people have sophomore slumps all the time. Baker's off year last year is not like a rarity. So I mean, and then you got to remember too. I mean, this is his 4th head coach. I mean, I'm not one of the guys that's big on coaching matters 100%, but coaching does matter. Like this is his 4th head coach. Like that means something. Like you can't just blame it all on Baker.
I'll give you that. That's a good point. Jacob, go ahead, get back in there.
I'm just saying, Freddie Kitchens has got to take some of the blame for Baker. The talent, both Landry and Beckham played most of the season hurt, and the O-line was probably one of the worst in the NFL. The defense, you had Myles Garrett get suspended for 5 games. The defense wasn't helping out the offense at all. They were playing from behind all season. Baker was not set up to succeed. He had to force things in order to keep them in the game. It's the only reason. This year, 35 touchdowns. Let's go 20 interceptions.
Now,
okay, so you don't think real quick, Mercedes? Go ahead, Mercedes. I'm gonna let you go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, like what Jacob was saying. No, all the blame obviously does not lie with Freddie, but at the same time, even before the season even started, you had dudes running fully padded drills. Like the first, get out of here. The first 2 weeks of the first 2 weeks of practice camp, it was fully padded drills, just brutal drills in 90+ degree weather. So even if it wasn't Baker, a lot of people were kind of set up to fail in terms of injuries and stuff.
Hey, what's up,
and then going into the season, I don't really OBJ and Jarvis were hurt, but at the same time they did try and give as much as they could, but it just nothing really meshed because he didn't play during the preseason and they both didn't play during the preseason. So it was just kind of a throw them out there and see if it works. And the only
one more
person
thing
that might have been alive was Nick.
I'm sorry to say, you just made great points. And one more thing, Quaylen. I mean, they didn't have a veteran player and or coach to sit them down and be like, y'all need to chill out. Stop reading y'all press clippings. And y'all need to earn this respect that you guys think you already deserve. So nobody told them that. They was doing all this hooting and hollering like they was about to win the Super Bowl. So they didn't have any veteran leadership there. So if Kevin Stefanski can bring that to them, they'll be a lot better just based off humility.
Okay, so that's fine. That's dandy. Now, whether they actually display that humility or not, that's a whole different story. Okay, so that's all conjecture at this point. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. That's not a guarantee. That's number one. Number two, I'm sorry, we keep talking about what Kevin Stefanski can do with Baker, and I don't deny that he could possibly do those things with Baker, but we already seen what he can do with Case Keenum, and Case Keenum is comfortable with him.
Baker's the franchise quarterback. He's a winner.
It's gonna take a whole season for him to get out of here. Sorry for cutting you off, but yeah, like
it's okay.
No, that's fine. I mean, okay,
honestly, even if he is doing bad, I'd say they give him until like the bye week to figure it out. They're not just gonna mess everything up 3 or 4 weeks into the season. They at least do the bye week to figure stuff out. You know.
When is the bye week?
Week 9.
I just want to say, Jacob, you have an analyst's voice. Like you should be on like some show somewhere.
I like 92.3 The Fan.
Oh, that's the best one.
I do too.
So I mean, so I didn't give my record prediction. I think if Baker starts and finishes the season, I got him at. Here's the other interesting thing, too. Now, I will say this, as far as Case Keenum goes real quick. The one thing that might hurt him if they do start him, Minnesota actually did finish that 2017 season barely number 1, actually, whereas the Browns finished last season number 20th defensively. So, I mean, if the Browns – now, time out. Preseason, they have the Browns preseason ranked 4th. I don't think that's going to hold up, but if it does – now we in business. Mm-hmm. But Baker starting, I'm gonna go 8-8. Case Keenum, get in there. I got 10-6. Wild card either way because I got Baltimore going 14-2.
Went 14-2 last year. How'd that turn out? Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they still went 14-2. I mean, I think they'll go 14-2 again. But we're actually gonna spotlight the Ravens on another episode of NFL Spotlight. We're going to drop this subject right here. We thank you, too, for joining us. You guys are out of your mind, but we thank you for joining us. We'll be right back after this. Booyah!